She says sound smooth, got the city on a vibe with that justice in her name. It's where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the block, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints a shape that on black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Yes. Let me run it back real quick for y'all one time. One time for the one time. Give me 1 second. Let's run it back. Thank y'all for pulling up in the building. Y'all already know I love y'all so much. Let's run it back one more time. Good vibe, good energy, good spirit. Y'all already know the Odyssey Podcast. First Lady OG in the building. Y'all already know we back, y'all.
That sounds smooth, got the city on a vibe with that justice in her name. It's where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the block, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints a shape that on black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Yes, we are back in the building. This is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word and of course the First Lady OG. And we are back, y'all. First and foremost, let me just give a shout out to my subscribers. I love you guys so much for keeping me in the algorithm, replay, leaving comments under the videos. I love you guys so much. You guys just keep me going even when I'm not present. That's why I love you guys, because y'all keep me motivated. Last but not least, my beautiful, beautiful moderators. We got Hank the Hillbilly in the building. He's in his house. Thank you, Hank. I love you for always pulling up, showing your support. even when I know you're working hard and life be lifing, you still drop in and show your support. And I could not ask for nothing better than that. So, like, I love you so much. Thank you for pulling up on me. Of course, we got my baby Sonia. Yes, that is my moderator, Sonia. She is, I love her to death. I know she's in the building, even in the bushes, always leaving her comments for me. So I love you, Sonia. Just know that I appreciate all of my moderators. I got Millennial Queens, Mimi. She's also a moderator. I just want you guys all to know I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I cannot do this without you all. So you guys are making it possible. I am still engaging and learning consistency, but because you guys show me so much support, even when I don't pull up, you guys are still just keeping me in that algorithm. I know that I am on a journey of greatness and I will soon enough be consistent than ever. I'll probably be so consistent, y'all be tired of me. With that being said, y'all, I love you guys so very, very, very much. Like I said, I got First Lady OG in the building. And of course, I know she likes to love on her people. Don't forget to go subscribe to Marta the Smarter 10:01 a.m. right here on YT Virtual Assist. And yes, she's on other public social media platforms where you can catch her. So if you have TikTok, Vigo, Instagram, she can be found anywhere, y'all. But if you are a new content creator, an existing content creator, or you're just somebody that wants to embark on new adventures as such as working from home, Marta the Smarter is where you need to be at 10:01 a.m. I promise you, if I sent you, you won't regret it. Also, check out, of course, we got the First Lady in the building. But of course, I love when the First Lady just introduces her own self because it's just like she says it so eloquently and it's better than how I'm a really like, you know what I mean? Y'all already know what I mean. But First Lady OG, you in the building?
Hey,
First,
hey, hey, peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and
bro.
light to the chat. Hank the Hillbilly, what it do there, nephew? You know what I'm saying? We family in the building. We appreciate you guys. Hey, Sonia just walked in. You know she ain't never too far behind. Once the doors is open, she's definitely going to find her way in. Peace, love, and light to you all. It may have been just a little while since you have seen or heard from us. But at the end of the day, as Word just said, let me thank her for having this The Odyssey podcast, for having the platform Word in the Streets, where we could really discuss what's going on out here in the streets and how we feel about it. So we thank Word Justice for that first and foremost. Definitely thank y'all for supporting her, for supporting me. As she stated, please don't forget to follow Marta the Smarter on all platforms, right here on YouTube, 10:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You also have Life Coach 614, spelled just how you hear it. Life Coach 614. You have True Crime with Savage Royalty. You have CAD underscore Chrissy. Like my community, my family, everybody's on their way over here to YouTube to make sure that we beef up the community and beef up the support. So anybody that you see in my chat, anybody that you see in Words chat, anybody that you see on this YouTube platform that is family to us should definitely be family to you. So make sure that y'all hit that bell to like the live to keep us in the algorithm. Make sure you tap the bell to subscribe so you never miss a live. So every time we press the live button, you have the opportunity to be there. So again, I am the First Lady, the voice, the visualizer of opportunity for inner cities everywhere. We are working on the construction of Ladies House, which, oh Lord have mercy, I said Ladies House. I'm thinking about Ladies Night, Auntie House. I got so many ways for y'all to support me and to support Auntie House. So I have Ladies Night that kicks off for the last 5 years on Thursdays. We're building Auntie House, and daily you can catch me on Bigo TV. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let us get into this commentary right now, because y'all know I be doing a lot. So I can sit here and talk about a lot of different things. But let's talk about this situation right here, right now. That word is going to let us hear some information on my boy with the famous name. If
Carmelo.
you ain't sure, you'll turn around and be like, "Oh, yeah, Carmelo Anthony," but not the one from the Knicks. With that being said,
Not the one for
respectfully,
the Knicks.
definitely no disrespect because he still looks like a little nephew of mine because he definitely looks like one of us, and we
And
support you,
as you,
support the family.
as you were saying that particular part, like he looks like a nephew of yours. This is why I know Auntie's house, like to know is to know, y'all. But just by First Lady OG just saying those simple words means a whole lot because he is one of our children. And before I go into the story, the reason why I am really touched by this case is because this young man who came from a good home and upbringing that his mother and father now is subjected to losing his life based on a decision to defend about the jail system and how they want to make it seem like it's about rehabilitation. I don't know how much it comes down to the mass of incarcerated youth. With that being said, this kid, I do not feel deserves what he is going through based on certain things that have arrived in the case as far as what has taken place. So I want to give everybody a briefing for those of you who are not familiar of the case that's happening right now. This young man is only 17 years old. His name is Carmelo Anthony, and he does deserve the same justice that anybody else does. And he does deserve to go through a rightful due process as well as any other human being. I'm going to say it again. He's 17 years old. His name is Carmelo Anthony. He is from Frisco, Texas. His parents has provided a wholesome home for him. He has been a very good student, straight A's on the track team. He has many accolades behind him as at 17 years old, thinking that he would have to defend himself alongside losing his life behind defending himself because he was unfair. With that being said, like I told you guys, I'ma just embark on, for those of you who are not familiar on this case, to give you an idea of what's been taking place. On April 2nd, 2025, a tragic incident occurred at a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas, where 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony fatally stabbed fellow student Austin Metcalf, also 17, during an altercation. The event took place at the Kuykendall Stadium and was witnessed by numerous students and coaches. According to police reports and eyewitness accounts, Anthony, a student at Centennial High School, was seated in an area designated for Memorial High School athletes. Metcalf, a Memorial student, reportedly asked Anthony to move. An argument ensued, during which Anthony allegedly warned Metcalf not to touch him. When Metcalf attempted to physically move Anthony, Anthony stabbed him once in the chest and fled the scene. Metcalf's twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, was present and attempted to save him, but Metcalf was pronounced dead at the scene, but officially pronounced dead at the hospital. The incident has deeply, and please understand, I know this incident has deeply affected community. Fundraisers for both families have been garnered significant support with with Anthony, which is Karmelo Anthony, the 17-year-old legal defense fundraising over $431,000 and a separate fundraiser by Metcalf's father raising over $350,000 in the honor of Austin Metcalf. The tensions has escalated during a press conference held by Anthony's family, when the father of Austin Metcalf decided that he wanted to appear at this press conference unannounced, leading to him definitely being removed because under what the judge ordered, he the Metcalf family nor the Anthony family should have any contact. So him appearing at the Anthony press conference really was something that he should have known better not to do, period. Anthony's family has reported receiving numerous death threats. As far as the threats that has been happening is numerous death threats that has been taking place. It has been people outside of their home. It has been people contacting the job of Carmelo Anthony's father to where his father now has to take a leave of absence from his place of work due to all of the harassment and based on everything that has been happening. This case is definitely going to be continue to be an ongoing case. Now it has sparked up a lot more of bad emotions and feelings, of course, because Carmelo Anthony has been released on a $250,000 bail. Originally, when he was arrested on the first-degree murder charge, he had a $1 million bail. Based on the evidence that was presented to the judge made the decision to grant him a bail reduction in which he did receive, in which the family was able to bail him out of. Let's make this quite clear. The family has not taken any funds from the GoFundMe that is now a legitimately through them. Prior GoFundMes that were put out there had nothing to do with the family. Had nothing to do with the family. Both families have been getting adequate support. And I would say this, no one wants to bury their child. My condolences do go out to the Metcalf family, but my condolences also is going to go out to Carmelo Anthony's family if the right process and the just due is not done the proper way based on all of the evidence as we go through this trial that will be presented. They made a statement that I truly disagreed with because they stated that Carmelo Anthony fled from the scene. He never fled from the scene. He was there present. He also let police know, initiating that he was the one that had the altercation and what took place and why he felt in the need to defend himself. Now, everybody's biggest question is, why does he have a knife, or why is he carrying a knife around? Especially going to school or whatnot, being on campus, whatever have you. And the reason for that is because prior before Anthony, I mean, let me say this properly. Carmelo Anthony has been bullied, he has been threatened, and he definitely felt that he needed to have something in order to protect himself from all of the traumatic situations that he has been through. Let's make this very clear. I'm going to just state when I say certain things allegedly, because I'm following the case and I'm following what's being said. And the case will go to trial. But as of right now, Carmelo Anthony has not been indicted. The judge did order, like I told you guys previous before, did order a $250,000 bail, which was reduced from $1 million, with him being on house arrest, and where he has to report every week to the judge bailiff. Okay? So, just giving you guys an open view of everything. Now, what I am going to do is play a video. Hey, Rob. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm going to play a video that has just been released, which is the press conference that was held for Carmelo Anthony's family, in which Carmelo Anthony's mother was able to speak, as well as the minister. And I will also play a video in regards to Austin Metcalf's brother, which is Hunter Metcalf, speaking to a news spokeswoman on what took place on that day. And we will then go into the commentary further. First Lady OG, from everything that I've explained before I begin the videos, do you have any thoughts or any feelings? For those of you who are not familiar, you need me to go back and do a quick review. I will Sleepy Rob, thank you for pulling up. If you need me to give you a run through, I will do so. But yeah, First Lady OG, I mean, from what I just gave you in the briefing, what's your thoughts on it?
Greetings again, everyone. First and foremost, I just want to say that having she knows that her brothers did just graduate high school, as well as her own son. So being a high school mom, just in the thick of things, in a stand-in, that there is known reports that these brothers um did act as bullies when they were away from home. Nobody's negating the fact that they came from a decent home or things of that nature. But I mean, we know how children can be. And a lot of the times when there's twins, because it's two of them, they definitely play a lot of games and put themselves in a lot of switch situations, switching up and things of that nature. So they are known to bully people. um Carmelo, instead of making it known that he was being bullied, y'all can't hold that against him, because how many young men walk around and say, hey, somebody's bullying me and I'm uncomfortable? He already said that when he started carrying a knife. Nobody never knew that. How long was he carrying a knife? How long has he been scared? How long has his attitude or his mood been changing when he's been going to school and nobody paid attention? Like, as a grandmother now, definitely not tooting my own horn as if I was on top of all of those small things right away. I would definitely not be telling the truth if I said that. But I will say, more as a grandmother now, do I look at situations a lot different? Yes. Do I see First off, as a woman, am I paying a lot of attention to certain details? Yes, I am, because we do have to start talking to our children. We do need to start, but that's because we don't have dinner tables anymore. So we don't have our family meetings anymore. Our families are not together and the structure is gone. So therefore, we do not know what's going on with our children on a daily basis. And then when they are around you, they got the damn phone in their hand, or if you go in their room, they on the game. So now you can't, right, hold on, I'm on a game. So you can't speak to them. But it's what you gonna do. Hey, put the game down for a minute. When you come to the dinner table, definitely put the phone down. Start having your dinner back at the dinner table, families. So we can start sitting with all of our children and everyone that lives in the house and say, hey, what's going on with you? Karmelo, you good? School? Like, how's that situation we had? Yes, things could have been handled in different ways. But to hold him accountable for taking a life is one thing, but the way what they are building around it is not what's cool to me. That is one of the things that we are told that is definitely not what we are supposed to do, and that's take someone's life. But was he supposed to stand there and have his life taken, in which he was afraid? Because it's always two of them. He don't have a brother, so he's always by himself. So I would definitely give him afraid, and he's carrying something, because this is not the first time that the boy has run up on him and told him he gonna move him from his seat. I mean, let's look at it. Would you have allowed it if it was you? Let's not think about nobody else, just you. Oh, pardon me, word. I want to sit here. This with me and my brother or me and my sister always sit. Could you move? Oh, you're not moving? So then I'll move you, sister, and go to put your hands on her. And then what? She haul off and knock your head off or knock you down. Now you bump your head on the bleacher and die. But
That's the biggest issue. And that is absolutely the biggest issue. And with that being said, let's play the press conference that took place. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I am trying to go into it. Let's see, because I see
what's
y'all
good
see
for
it
the goose
there.
ain't good for the
All right,
gander.
give me a
And
second.
that's where we mess up at, y'all. It really don't have nothing to do with color or nothing. It's
All
just being
right,
fair. What's good for the goose
let's go
should
back
also be good for the
in.
gander.
I'm about to actually play the video, so just give me a second, one moment, you guys. Um, yeah, I already know I'm learning this thing right here, everybody. But I'm getting it. And like First Lady OG said, it's sad. But let's play this, and I want to get our reaction to this press conference. And like I said, I have a next video that I'm also going to play.
He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this. But he did. And
Hello?
so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting nonstop about this case. It is outright disrespectful. We haven't been doing it. The Next Generation Action Network has been here, popular, unpopular. So regardless of what going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course, we want to. Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as the president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today, I come before you with a heavy heart but determined in spirit, not just as an advocate, but as a Black man, as a father. And I want to make sure that the public, in the media, and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, from the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. Because
I really can't get a good listen. It's cutting out for me. I don't know how it is for everybody else, but
Anthony
really not getting it good.
fund let me make this very clear. The Next Generation Action Network
y'all hear it? Are y'all able to hear good?
Always had its security detail. Many of you that know a security detail. Security team. The family hasn't hired any private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. But if they prerogative, the family has not withdrawn, and just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this, that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call these news outlets that I've never heard before, could have did the same thing. When I first called Gibson Glow.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me see what's going on. Let me check what's happening. And as I go on to play it, let me know what you guys can hear. Been having bad service, and it definitely has nothing to do with me this time, unfortunately. We had people come out to work on whatever wires that was put down. So bear with me. Keep me posted. Let me know if you can hear.
They gave me every information that I needed. Okay? So regards that. Let me make this very clear. This family never authorized a single fund on the GoFundMe platform. All of that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraud.
So on my end, they were having
fraud. Okay? The family was the first to report these. So a post about anything that GoFundMe took everything down regarding Karmelo and that was at the request of the families and their supporters. This family never tried to create an account on GoFundMe. The Next Generation Action Network is very well aware of the company's policy regarding raising funds for legal defense. Okay? People have set their door, publicly harassed, online and in person. This is not in a return that racism in this country still breathe clear. We are not scared. We are not moving for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. The Next Generation Action Network over to the mother, and once I make this statement, okay? All right. The network has engaged in communications with Frisco,
Apologies, guys, but I was letting her know that for me, the audio was very, very bad. So I couldn't understand too much of what was being said. I was only being able to hear a couple of words at a time, trying to piece together context as far as what he was saying, just from me knowing certain things. I do know I heard a little bit about the GoFundMe. So I don't know if, like I said, if it was just me not being able to hear, but the GoFundMe, I believe it was like 3 different GoFundMe set up. The family had nothing to do with them, didn't know nothing about them. People put out the GoFundMes, took the money and ran off. Like, I don't know how people think that that's going to help them in life. Somebody's going through a damn tragedy and you stealing. Like, this is
Okay,
the
perfect.
mentality of
Can
my
you guys
people.
hear me clear?
No, we weren't hearing anything if you
Can
were
you guys?
talking. That's why I was talking.
No. I wasn't talking prior before. I actually was trying to cut off because it was like the background. How much of the video did you guys get?
I mean, that's what I was explaining to them. For me, I didn't get none.
You didn't hear anything. All right, so let me go
I
in
mean, we saw
and
a couple of words, like it was coming in, like, and then so then if you want,
so what I am gonna do is because I need you guys to actually hear
I
the
was
press
saying to
conference
maybe try to play it,
audio wise.
just the audio without showing us, because for whatever reason, whenever you try to play something with a visual, it always sounds ugly, but it might just play
Yeah,
the
I
referral.
don't
We can't
understand, but I
see it.
know there's working on the wires, but what I will do is do exactly what you said. So I'm gonna actually play
Yeah,
the
because it's not
audio.
like it's something that we need to pick up a visual, like to catch the text, because basically it's a press conference, so we see that it's 3 of them standing there. Okay, so you good, Rob? You kind of interested it enough
Bluetooth
to not
mode.
play it again? Okay. So Rob
Bluetooth
said he
connected.
heard it. We heard it, but it was choppy.
1954.
So
It
I
was
don't
just
know if you
choppy.
wanna, you might not have to play
Okay,
the whole
so
thing.
Sleepy Rob, I'm so happy you heard it and it was choppy. For those of us that fully wasn't hearing it, like I said, and this time, guys, let me tell you the funny part about all of this. This time it's not even me. It's not even me. Like they're working on the wires outside, and it's just like, okay, cool. But I'm
Oh.
gonna run through the audio, and then I'm gonna go further. And Sleepy Rob, I need you to, like, you see the choppy part is gonna not be as choppy, right? So I want you to stay tuned because I want you to definitely put your input in. So let's get it.
I want to start off this press conference to say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we seen at the beginning of this press conference, of the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life.
Sonia, you want me to play it over again? Let's run it back. I just seen. All right, give me one moment, Sonia. Let's play it back. This is the beginning.
I want to start off this press conference to say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we seen at the beginning of this press conference, of the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, I've kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin Metcalf because we respect the dignity of life and loss. And as a minister, I would not attack a grieving family, even if I disagree with them. When I have stood before this podium for people who have died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for that same manner of respect. And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posted.
Hold on, guys. One
more. About this case. It is outright disrespectful. We haven't been doing it. The Next Generation Action Network has been here, popular and unpopular. So regardless of what going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course we want to. Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as the president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today I come before you with a heavy heart, but determined in spirit, not just as an advocate, but as a Black man, as a father, as a protector, community, in children. There are 4 critical points I must address today, and I want to make sure that the public and the media and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, the misinformation about the fund. From the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. The Karmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go, let's be clear. The family has not received one dime. Any of the media could have verified this, but we saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different things of the false, lavish life of this family. $800,000 home, purchase Escalade, and private security. Let me make this very clear. The Next Generation Action Network has always had its security detail. Many of you that know us in the Dallas and Fort Worth media know that we have our own security detail. One of the individuals that escorted Karmelo Anthony out of jail is here present with us now. They are a part of the Next Generation Action Network security team. The family hasn't hired any private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. But if they have the audacity to spend money for their safety and security, that's their prerogative. The family has not withdrawn, and just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, Give, Send, Go, everybody in the media and in these news outlets that I've never heard before could have did the same thing. When I first called Give, Send, Go, they gave me every information that I needed. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say on regards to that. Let me make this very clear. This family never authorized a single fund on the GoFundMe platform. All of the funds that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraud. All of the funds that was raised on that platform were fraud, okay? The family was the first to report these funds. One of the funds we identified raised up to $11,000. So anything that stated that GoFundMe was at the request of the families and their supporters. This family never tried to create an account on GoFundMe. The Next Generation Action Network is very well aware of the company's policy regarding raising funds for legal defense. Okay. Since this tragedy unfolded, the Anthony family has been subject to unimaginable amount of hate, racism, threats to their safety. People have sat outside their house, sent objects delivered to their door,
publicly harassed, online and in person. This is not just about Karmelo. It's about the family who dared stand and demand justice in a return and receive ugliness that racism in this country still breeds. But let me say this loud and clear. We are not scared. We are not moving. We will not be silent. What I've always said as the president of the Next Generation Action Network, we will never ask the oppressor for permission to liberate our people. We will not ask for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. Has stood on both sides of the fence in ensuring that justice is served. Now, getting to the information that the Next Generation share with the public today. And I will go ahead and pass it over to the mother and once I make this statement, okay? All right. There's two more final. For the last week and a half, the Next Generation Action Network has engaged in communications with Frisco ISD to ensure that Karmelo Anthony's due process is not violated. We know that in the state of Texas, there are things that are discretionary things and decisions by the leadership of Frisco ISD, right? There are clear state and education code regarding expulsion of a student. We have asked several times. We didn't just rush. We have had these conversations over the last several days. And we have stated that it is just outright wrong to get involved in this. Karmelo Anthony doesn't have to walk. He doesn't have to involve in any senior activities. But Karmelo Anthony is a 3.7 GPA student. And if he doesn't even go to class for the remainder of the year, he would graduate, okay? We've asked that Frisco do not make a decision in this situation. But Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Karmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation. That just shows me that Frisco ISD is trying to push off the blame. And what I have not heard the media say, as many media outlets have asked us what went on, I'm trying to find how many of y'all have asked the superintendent or one single board of trustees, why didn't you cancel or postpone? With weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain or thunderstorm or clouds. Y'all are the media. Ask your journalists, your weather journalists, how the weather was that day and that time. Y'all do that research. Because as a person who is the administrator of your children, you are responsible for the safety of the children. And so it seems as if Frisco ISD is trying to push this off by making this decision that they do not have to make. So the Next Generation Action Network, outside of the legal process, will be going through different avenues regarding to ensure that we fight for the rights of Karmelo Anthony, okay? So in the next coming days, we will be announcing to the public, we will do direct action outside of Frisco ISD administration office because this is outright wrong. You are getting involved in a process that even the legal process has asked us to respect. And we're asking you to do that same thing. You do not have to get involved in this situation. But it seems that even with us going and meeting or having conversations, they have made their mind up. and we want to make sure that the record, that we talk truth to power in regards. I wanted to lay this out to ensure, because of the sensitivity of this case, there are so many moving factors that I have to explain so that this family does not have to explain. Let me say this about the fourth, and let me repeat this so that you guys can go to the Frisco Police Department. The reason why the family or me or anybody with direct knowledge of this cannot talk about the particulars of what happened in that tent, I know you know this is all law, is because if anybody tell you there was an adult near or inside or whatever, this current investigation knows nothing about that. Everybody involved at this point of our knowledge are minors. In the state of Texas, you know we cannot release or talk about minors. So stop asking us the question. Stop. It's no. We can't even do it if we wanted to. Okay? We can't talk about it. So don't ask. There is a court of law that will express everything, will lay out everything. We can't talk about it if we wanted to. Okay? So make it clear. Go back, confirm with Frisco Police Department. Go back, confirm with the district attorney. Even in the bond hearing, you didn't see a single thing said about people that was indirect. They're minors. Okay? So stop. The social media, stop. I haven't saw not one person single-handedly get this right in the public. They're minors, y'all. Just stop. We can't. Don't send another inquiry to NGAN inbox, do this, all of that. That's the reason why we felt like it was important to do this press conference today. We can't talk about it. So if you ask me, I'm just going to look at you, okay? So I'm telling the world, everybody know the state law. I'm not creating it. We can't talk about it. This family can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Nobody, unless you want to be sued. You release one of those 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds names, the law of this land tells you what was going to happen to you. Okay? So don't ask that question. Finally, in regards to this judge, I do not know Judge Angela Tucker. I've never met her, never known her, never been nowhere near her court. Don't know anything about her until we were notified that she was going to hear the writ. But the ugly attacks on her just shows Black America that no matter what you pick in the ballot box, and that is your constitutional right, it's people out here reminding us of the Black struggle in America. This woman is a registered Republican, has been for years. She put herself through school, she raised her family, she did everything. I'm a registered Democrat, proud. I'm the chair of the Dallas County Democrat Resolutions Committee. I don't know that woman. And to call her leftist is just downright disrespectful. The bond that was given is according to law and consistency with practice. If Aaron Dean can get a $300,000 bond when he killed a Tatiana Jefferson, Karmelo Anthony can get a $250,000. If Amber Geiger can get a $200,000 bond when she kills Botham Judge in his own home, he can get a $250,000. If Roy Oliver can get a $250,000 bond after he kills Jordan Edwards, all white officers, Why couldn't Carmelo Anthony be entitled, a child with no background, no criminal background, no endangerment to the community, none whatsoever, be placed on a ELM and brought home? Please help me understand. Make this make sense. It's consistency. It's consistent with practice. After this, y'all, so that we'll know, this will be our final press conference until this trial. We will not speak to the media again after this, okay? Don't ask for comment, question, or whatever it is. The actions that the Next Generation Action Network take on Frisco ISD will be as separate from the legal process because we want to make sure that Carmelo Anthony's due process. This is going to be a jury case. And then let me make this very clear. This is a case that has not even been indicted. So, under the guise of Texas law, it's not even really proceeding to a trial yet because it has not even went through a grand jury to be indicted. We don't know if a grand jury will indict or not. We don't know. That's in the district attorney's hands, okay? And their legal team is preparing a packet for those things, and we will not be talking about the legal process regarding this case, okay? So after today, I just want the media to know, and I want the public to know, I don't care what you say about me. I've been in this thing for 11 years. I am tried, tested, and proven. I'm gonna just say, I'm from Oak Cliff. Worser things have been said about me, baby. You don't gotta inbox me, you ain't gotta tell me. I am the first person to tell my testimony. I don't have to prove anything to nobody. I am a proven testimony standing here that God, even when you make mistakes, God is not finished with your story.
You heard what he said. He said, even when you make mistakes, God is not finished with your story. And I had to pause it real quick because that right there is definitely such a powerful jewel that has been said on multiple occasions to me on a personal note. But for those who need to hear it again, know that even when we make mistakes, he's not finished with our story. He's not finished with our story at all.
I'm gonna bring this mother, Kayla Hayes, and it has taken her a lot of strength, y'all, to come and do this today. And I want you guys to respect her as she reads this and giving her the respect that she deserves, y'all.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what might happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give Single fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is purported to. He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution, we believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I know that for me, hearing her, it definitely puts me, and like when I tell you OMG, it puts me in a whole different space. But this case is definitely a case that needs to be spread to everyone that has an ear and that's willing to listen. And the reason why I say that is because this mother, as she explained to you, it's emotional because as a mom that like you tried your best with the best that you had, and you definitely tried to bring your children up in a dynamic of things that you maybe have lacked, and to watch your child have to go through a process that can cost their whole entire lives based on a decision, not even a decision in intent of malicious, but just a decision of fair and defense. I am definitely, y'all, when I tell you every moment that she spoke, when she said like my child deserves the just due process of not being judged based on the action, but being judged on his character and who he has been for the last 17 years of his existence. I played the press conference because I definitely wanted you guys to get a little insight of where the mother truly was coming from. And I feel like the minister definitely delegated his understanding to where we all need to be. And like, Carmelo Anthony, yeah, that's my son. And it ain't my son biologically, but listen, he's my son because he could be my son. And that's how I feel. And as a mother of boys, like, and one of my sons get into a situation in defense of themselves, like, I'm going to fight, always fight to the end, because to understand of like, he was just trying to do the right thing. Like, he didn't go that day on April 2nd to his track meet in the intent to harm anybody. Then when you go and you dig a little deeper, in which unfortunately the media tries to hold back a lot of things because they want to paint a picture. But when you go a little bit deeper and you understand that he was always in fear from being bullied and probably just tired. Like, if you understand what bullying is and you have a person that's bullying you, they're tormenting you. Like, they're doing unnecessary things to make your day and your whole existence hard just to just live. And then you question who you are. And Carmelo Anthony definitely went through that experience of being bullied and probably just tired of it, just tired of being bullied and tormented, to the point where it was like, I'm going to protect myself. And if it comes to it, that day in the tent wasn't his intentions to harm Austin Metcalf, but the approach and what Austin Metcalf came to him with, invading his space, grabbing on him, all of that gave him a sense of like, okay, I'm scared and I got to protect myself because I don't know what this person's intentions are or what they're going to do to me. And now having to face so much, like the family said, like they're going through so much
Power off.
backlash off of a situation that took place, but yet they want Carmelo Anthony to hold full accountability for his actions. First Lady OG, as well as Sonia, Hank the Hillbilly, Sleepy Rob. I don't know what you guys feel, but yeah, y'all can put it in the comments. First Lady OG. I mean, what's your thoughts on this case as of right now from what you heard?
As a mother, my heart broke listening to her. Like, my heart broke listening to her. Because like she said, at the end of the day, her husband, her 3 younger children, they wasn't even there. They wasn't even there. You gonna kill them? The little girl's scared to go to sleep. They don't know, like, if knowing true history, things that was done when it's set up in this situation to make it look like it's all just black and white. But do you know what they've done? They've had some people in history start fires and hang children. Hang anybody caught, aka like sundown town type shit. Now, at the end of the day, even the true law of the land under the Constitution, we are not to take anyone's life. And he did. Should he be seen to the highest court of the supreme land, judged by a true constitutional judge that will put in the fact of his self-defense and his rights? Yes. And anybody that want to be talking shit, that's the shit that y'all need to be talking to the family. Tell the family to get a real lawyer. Tell the family not to say, I like that lawyer. I'm not sure if he's taking the bar. If he hasn't taken the bar, then he can be used. But they need somebody, they need a constitutional lawyer. Now, all of this still not going to help them for the shit that they going through personally at the end of the day. So now what? They wrong when everybody strap up now? Not in Texas, they ain't. In Texas, they could strap up. They could strap up them 13-year-olds. They could strap up the little sisters. You scared now. They have it on national TV that you stupid people are threatening these people. Fuck around and find out and have some more funerals. Because if it was my family, and at the end of the day, cosmically, it is my family. I'm just not right there. But if it was my immediates, oh yeah, same as I said, we all strapping up. The whole world heard the motherfucking threats against us. So we never go outside again. We don't never do shit, or y'all fuck around and find out. My boy need to be his just due trial in a Supreme Court, the highest court of the land that judges God's law, not these policies that they throwing up against this baby boy. The true law of the land, God's law.
And I can agree with that. I can agree with that like 100%. My question is, did he say anything to anyone before this happened, or this is his first encounter with some twin boys? Have he been bullied before due to the reason of carrying a
But the
knife,
mother
like
said he
he
was
said?
bullied.
Yes, he
But
was
the
bullied prior before. And like as the trial goes on, I do think a lot of this will come out. But it was said to
yes, he was
say
definitely
that the
bullied
twin
before.
boys. Oh yeah. So First Lady OG, I'm gonna let you answer Sleepy Rob's question as far as him. Of course, like she said, yes, we know that he has been bullied before, but Sleepy Rob wanted to understand if this was the first encounter with the twin boys, or was it something that he had encountered before with them on a previous occasion to where it brought familiarity. Now,
Okay.
before First Lady OG answers, I do feel as though from what I received from it, we know that the history of the twins is not as great when it comes down to them definitely having a history of
I mean,
bullying
right. I mean,
others.
just say
Um,
what it is. I mean, it is what
yeah,
it is. He's been bullied
bullying,
before, yes. Now, am I totally
right.
sure? Has he
But
actually
what I'm
been
saying as
bullied
far as the
by
twins
the
goes,
twins
so
himself?
now I do feel like,
All right, she's going in and
I'm
out, y'all.
sorry, can you say that again? Because I'm like talking over you.
Yeah, I'm talking over you because you're going in
You
and
go
out.
ahead, First Lady. No, 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 go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, he was traumatized and every right to do so to protect himself. I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, just to feel like you need to carry something already put you in the mind of fear, like just in case they try to hurt me, I ain't gonna let them hurt me now. I mean, they already disrespect me, they already embarrass me, they already hurt me, but I ain't going, like, I'm tired though. And then you gotta understand the fact of somebody holding this and they not saying anything. So now that's weighing in on them too. And
And
then
I
after a
I
while,
think
when you
that's what
bully,
brought it
people
to a
get
head.
right, and people are tired. Now again, there are many people that have come forth since this has happened, stating that their child has been traumatized, aka and or bullied by these twins. And these are other people in the neighborhood and in the schools, and even some people that has lived around them
Oh,
when they were
you
younger.
you are so right when you say that, Sonia. Yes,
That's
you
right.
gotta know
That's
where you
right.
moving to,
That's right.
Texas or Sundown
That's
State.
right.
And me and the
Yes.
First Lady OG was actually speaking about that.
I
I
actually
think day
said
before,
sundown
or maybe
town shit.
even yesterday.
That's what I
But
said.
you definitely do have to know for sure. And like the First Lady said, like it was bullying involved, and that's what made him feel that he had to walk around with some form of protection. And yes, like Sleepy Rob, people got to understand traumatization comes from somewhere, period, point blank. It comes from somewhere. You know what I mean? But now where he's at, and especially within the States, it's kind of like we are 50-50. It's 50-50 because we definitely don't know what part the family plays and who they know or whatever have you. And I do think that that is where Carmelo Anthony family is definitely coming from.
Seeming like they're not
Seeming
being
like they
logical
not
about his
being
schedule.
logic about his
I
situation. They're
mean,
not being logical. But
they don't
when
want to
you
be
lose a kid,
logical about the situation because now a so-called, black boy killed the white boy. That's all it is over there. You understand what I'm
and
saying?
that's
Like
sad
that's
because
all
it
it
shouldn't
is
be that.
out
It
there.
was
A
it
black
wasn't just
boy killed
a
the
white
white boy.
it wasn't just a
Period.
black boy kill a white boy. It was over defense. But look how they're painting
No,
it.
I'm
And
saying
this
the
is
way
what they're
they're
trying to.
looking at it. That's
No,
how
no,
they
no.
see it.
First Lady OG, but that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. And it's crazy to me that that's why I feel like what? Like, and you
But this
said
is
it
why I'm saying
perfectly.
people need to get, like, the family needs to know now. They say that they believe in the Constitution. So, and due to the way my boy spoke, like, I don't know anything about his paperwork. But from the way he spoke, like I said, and if you say something to me, I'm going to look at you. Like, I respect him. And if he did not take the bar, if he is not barred up, then they know what they're doing. And the reason why, how he said there hasn't even been no it hasn't been indictment or anything yet, because at the end of the day, they're probably doing what needs to be done for that shit to go to the highest court of the land under the Constitution. They're not fucking around with that little with that mock court for the fictitious names and shit. So see now, if I see, this is really not my wheelhouse to dig for that, but now to find out, do they practice nationalism? Are they incorporated or unincorporated?
That's
Um
something that we definitely gonna have to definitely try to
you
research
see
and dive into.
you see what I'm saying? Because no indictment, you understand already, but yet and still the shit is cut and dry. Who did what? You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah,
they
we're
do
gonna
it
have to go
the
to that.
righteous way, he needs to go to Supreme Court.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this much. We're gonna dive deep into it, and I'm definitely gonna continue to follow this Carmelo Anthony case, even when it goes into trial. Those are some things that I think that are a part of the puzzle that definitely needs to be implemented alongside other things. That video that I just showed you guys of the press conference. I want you guys to keep it in mind for those of you who missed it and are my Bush watchers or my replay gang. Listen, y'all, I didn't forget about y'all. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. I didn't forget about y'all. So forgive me if in the beginning I was trying to move really, really quickly. But y'all already know I love y'all. But for those of you who are my replay gang or my Bush watchers, you can actually go and check out the press conference on my channel and watch it yourself so that you can keep updated when me and the First Lady OG comes back with this Karmelo Anthony case. Because I'm telling you, I will be back because I have another video. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really hope and pray that they fix what they need to fix so that I'm able to play the video without it being choppy. But if not, I will just play the audio of Hunter Metcalf speaking to a spokeswoman from a news outlet. And the reason why I want you guys to definitely listen to it because it is telling to why Carmelo Anthony does not need to face any jail time. Um, I don't think he needs to be on probation. I really think that this is something that should be swept off his record, swept under the rug, just because of certain things that we know that has been presented. But not only that, coming from the actual twin brother speaking on the incident lets you know who was the aggressor. With that being said, y'all, I got to get ready to head out of here. I love you guys so much. This is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word, and of course, the First Lady OG. Peace, love, and light from my family to yours. I love you guys so much. Y'all already know. Stay tuned. We will be back with the part two. And of course, like I said, I will be back to play either the audio or the video of Austin Metcalf talk. No, not Austin Metcalf, forgive me, of Hunter Metcalf speaking on what took place with his brother Austin Metcalf on the day of April 2nd, 2025, underneath the 10th that took place in what they said, Kuykendall, Frisco, Texas. If I'm butchering it, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, but we'll definitely be back with that. First Lady OG, I would love to leave you with the last words. And I love all of you guys. So stay tuned. The Odyssey Podcast.
Just want to say definitely thank you to everyone that supported today and every day in whichever way you do support. Whether you are sitting with us today, thank you to everybody that was definitely in live and direct in the building, could have been anywhere else, and you definitely chose to hang out with us. We appreciate that. To the replay gang and everybody else that respects the channel and respects the content, we love and respect you. Again, peace, love, and light to you all, from my family to yours. We will be back again shortly. If you can, do a little digging and find out. My thing is, if anybody that's into the research and helps Word, this lawyer, let's see if you could find out if this lawyer is barred up or he's only, what is it? See the difference between an attorney at law and then a lawyer. Somebody who hasn't been through the bar. I don't know if anybody could find that out. I would definitely love to know that. But with that being said, peace, love, and light to you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all follow me at I Am Auntie House. Going over there, Auntie House Unlocked. And make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss a live over there as well. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I love my daughters. She said so smooth, got the city on a vibe with that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the block, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. A calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calling the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints the shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Y'all, I love you guys. Sleepy Rob, Sonia, Hank the Hillbilly. Oh my God. Mimi, all of y'all. Like, I love you guys so much. I already know. I will be back in the building. And what I told y'all again, this is the Odyssey podcast with your girl Word. And of course, the First Lady OG. Peace, love, and light from my family to y'all.